a 6 weeks gap or a 8 weeks gap better? A lot of people vaccinating, again asking this question, especially with Covishield. Dr. Jamil, you said too early. You said there's no difference between 28 days and 56 days. Am I correct, Dr. Jamil?
I said that I advocate going for the second dose after 4 weeks.
You're saying after 4 weeks. Dr. Thakkar, how many weeks are you telling your patients?
I agree with Dr. Jamil. I took it after 28 days, and the sooner you can complete your second dose, the faster it is to get immunity. This was actually innovated by UK when they fell short of doses.
Right.
So I don't know whether the science and the politics works, but I know that 2 doses definitely work. So let's give it to them and let's get it as soon as we can.
Okay, Dr. Guleria, you have to leave for our sister channel, Aaj Tak. They're also very keen to hear your views, but I just want to know from you one question, because you're involved with the government. How different is the government strategy going to be, sir, for this second wave, if I may call it, compared to the first? What are the biggest lessons that India has learned from in the last 1 year?
So I think the last 1 year has been really a learning lesson for India in terms of multiple factors. When it comes to hospital care, our treatment strategy has become much better. We've got COVID hospitals, COVID ICUs. We know that there is how we can have home isolation, which patients we should admit, and what are the drugs which work, which was not there a year ago. We were experimenting with a lot of drugs like hydroxychloroquine and other drugs. Now we have a better picture.
Okay.
But having said that, it's been the longest year as far as healthcare workers are concerned. The last 1 year has been really backbreaking for them. And there is a lot of fatigue that we have as far as healthcare workers are concerned. And therefore, we really need to work to energize them, get them back, and really get the system in place, because this surge is going to subsequently lead to more and more hospital admissions and a huge challenge as far as the inpatient care is concerned.
Right.
So we really need to work aggressively in trying to prevent the cases from developing rather than having to really manage the surge in a hospital setting. So I think we should go back to prevent the increase in number of cases rather than working on managing cases in the hospital.
Okay, Dr. Guleria, you're going to leave us for Aaj Tak, but Dr. Thakkar and Dr. Jamil, you're still with us. Thank you very much, Dr. Guleria. Always a pleasure talking to you. You give our viewers a lot of information. Dr. Thakkar, why don't you take this? Because when Ruchira Banerjee wants to know, when should a COVID recovered person take the vaccine? Interesting question. When should a COVID recovered person take the vaccine, Dr. Thakkar?
So we usually advise our COVID recovered patients to wait for 8 to 10 weeks. And after 8 to 10 weeks, they could do an antibody study. But even if they didn't want to do that, if they took the vaccine after 10 weeks, they would be fine. And this is the norm that we've been practicing.